of the society, giving them an opportunity to study in a friendly and conducive environment. The university has also given them an equal opportunity to compete with other students, enabling some of the students who are able differently, like Bill Gwendo Kaunda, to competitively vie and win the position of the president of MKU student body.
We have made tremendous strides. Nationally, we are ranked number 2 in terms of inclusivity, university inclusivity of all people.
The university is doing a lot in terms of accommodating these people because we have infrastructure that is disability friendly. So the university infrastructure is fitted with ramps and lifts that enable the students to access university services with ease. We have partnered with TV47 to air a program that is called Beyond the Limit, which is aired on Saturday, 7:30 p.m. And this is about sensitizing the society on how to support persons able differently, give them the moral support, appreciate them, and accommodate them.
Awarding of student scholarships through the MKU Foundation has also ensured that students who are less privileged in the society are able to complete their studies. Martin Owila, a former student leader at MKU who also turns up for the national 15-a-side rugby team, is one of the beneficiaries of an academic scholarship. He is set for graduation this August.
I didn't even know I will make it to the university, not because I didn't have grades, but because of the challenging financial situations during then, growing up with a single parent, and then I happened to be a firstborn. So, it was tough. I joined, after high school, I stayed like 2 years before joining any college or whatever. And so this degree scholarship has been a great deal for me. One, because this is going to be the second graduation that I'll be on the ground, and also just being able to see that indeed we have finished this thing that we started.
Due to continuous improvement in academics, the MKU Law Campus has now been cleared by the relevant professional bodies to offer a master's degree in law. So upward and onward, the university continues to grow from strength to strength and unlocking infinite possibilities.
Well, a very warm welcome to the iconic Happy Valley grounds right at the heart of Thika town. This indeed is the venue for the 19th graduation moving on to the next stage in life. As you can see behind me, a lot of activity happening. The event is about to go down in less than 10 minutes. Of course, you can hear the band getting ready, ensuring that everything is spick and span to ensure that the event flows smoothly. But before that, maybe I can go through a few highlights of this particular event. Of course, for the second year running, it will be held virtually. We only have a few limited guests, varying from select graduates to the university's administration to the chief guest who will be gracing this particular event. Everyone else, including more than 6,500 graduates, of course, will be following this particular graduation ceremony virtually, either glued on their screens at home or glued on their screens on their mobile phones. And of course, for the second year running, indeed, in line with COVID-19 containment measures, this event, as I mentioned, of course, will be held virtually. Other highlights include we shall be having a number of prominent graduates, including Kimilili Member of Parliament, Didmas Barasa, who, of course, will be having his degree today. We also have the Speaker of the Kiambu County Assembly, who will be graduating with a Master's in Law, as well as the Kilifi County Women Representative. Some of the few prominent people, of course, who are in the list of the graduates today. But just before I move on, let me introduce one graduate who will tell us of her journey. Remember, this is the climax of a journey for the 6,600. Indeed, it is a day that they envisioned since they first joined this school. And this journey has been, to some, as short as 3 years, while to others it has been as long as 5 years. And maybe at this moment, let us understand how her journey has been. Damaris Wanjiku, welcome on board and thank you for making time for us.
Thank you very much.
First of all, how do you feel today?
I'm really excited to be graduating today. Yes.
Yes. I spoke of a journey for the graduates today, some of whom has taken 3 years, others it's taken up to 5 years. How has your journey been? How long has it taken? How or when did it begin?
I started this journey in 2014, so it has been slightly over 7 years. It has been a long journey, but very rewarding in many ways. Though tedious, I have learnt a lot in this process. Yes.
By the end of the day, you are a doctor. What were you studying?
I have studied counseling psychology. So that's my field. I am essentially a teacher, so I would like to use this knowledge in teaching at universities. Yeah.
My second last question to you would be, over the past 2 years, the country has been, or rather was struck by a pandemic, COVID-19, and actually that seemed to disrupt the entire academic calendar. How did you overcome the challenges posed by this new and the novel coronavirus?
Thank you. It has been difficult, but I would like to say I appreciate the efforts of the university to have a lot of online programs, so that in the last 2 years, I have done my presentations online, I have done defense online, I have got communication through email from the university, and that has helped us proceed even during this very difficult time. So I think technology, I would say, is what has assisted us to get to where we are today. Otherwise, it would have been difficult during this COVID-19 time.
I know you must be longing to join the procession. My final question will be, what next now for Damaris?
Thank you. Good question. I'm really excited because I can now use the knowledge that I have got to help the community, especially in my field of counseling psychology. Today, we find so many people who need help because of the difficult situations that they are going through. So I would like to go out there, other than train people to be counselors, also be a counselor, assist people in the society, all over, so that they can live more fruitful life, more fulfilled lives, more complete lives, so to say, because that's the goal of counseling, to assist people to live their life fully. So I am sure that at this time I'm better equipped to go out there and contribute to society in that area. Yes.
Thank you so much. And we wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you very much.
Nice day. Yes, that is it. As you can hear, the drums have been beaten, the trumpets have been blown, and that signals the start of this particular important event. As I mentioned, for more than 6,600 students who, at the end of the day, will no longer be students. It is the case, and of course, they intend to achieve or to unlock their infinite possibilities. Of course, this is a university that helps you and aids you in unlocking such possibilities. Some, maybe a majority, have done that. Some indeed have whatever it takes to unlock the infinite possibilities moving on. Of course, the event starts right about now. We intend to keep you up to speed with every single occurrence, every single moment. So, of course, don't miss. Whether you are a student who is graduating, whether you are a parent, whether you are a viewer, indeed, this is the place to be. This is the channel to watch. That's it for now. My name is David Mudhoka.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is my honor and privilege to invite the Mount Kenya University Brass Band and the Mount Kenya University Choir to play the national anthem, the East African anthem, and the Mount Kenya University anthem, the national anthem. The East African anthem. And now, the Mount Kenya University anthem.
On your slopes, to build a capability and stand at the peak, to view our opportunities with joy and pride. We hail your credibility, transforming our world, withstanding versatility. University, University, unlocking infinite possibilities, unlocking infinite possibilities. And we strive to serve the great humanity, passion and hope, excellence and integrity. We trust our God for wisdom and prosperity. Achieving our goals in science and technology. Mount Kenya University, Mount Kenya University, unlocking infinite possibilities, unlocking infinite possibilities.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, with your permission, I now invite the University Chaplain, Father Reverend Dr. Raphael Wanjau, and the Muslim Imam, Dr. Hamisi Wainaina, to commit the congregation to God in prayer.
We commence our graduation ceremony in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Today we are gathered here for the University 19th graduation ceremony. We thank you, Almighty Father, for protection and sustenance, especially during these hard times of COVID-19 pandemic. Father, we thank you for establishment of Mount Kenya University. Thank you for the board of directors, the administration, the faculty who have mentored these graduates during their education. We thank you, Almighty Father, for their families and friends who have sacrificed immensely in support of their education. Today we pray for all those who have faced the challenge and kept the faith to commitment of their studies. Thank you, God, for the success of their education journey. We thank you for granting them focus, direction, strength, and endurance. Almighty Father, these your sons and daughters, give them opportunity to unlock infinite possibilities in their life and enable them to enjoy the fruits of their labor. May the graduates be inspired to become innovators and job creators for many future graduates. God bless the graduates. God bless their families and friends. God bless the board of directors of Mount Kenya University. God bless the University Council. May God bless the students and staff of Mount Kenya University. God bless our beloved country, Kenya. And we pray and trust in your help. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalam ala Rasulillahi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Kwa jina la Mwenyezi Mungu, mwingi wa rehma, mwenye kurehemu. Rehma na amani zimfikie mtume wake Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, maswahaba na wale wanaofuata mwongozo wake. Tunakushukuru Allah kwa kutukutanisha katika hafla hii ya mahafali ya 19 ya Chuo Kikuu cha Mount Kenya. Ya Allah, tunakuomba ututeremshie baraka nyingi katika kikao hichi. Allah, tunakuomba uongoze wahitimu wetu wanapopokea shahada zao, uwape ufaulu wanapoingia katika ukurasa mwingine wa maisha yao, wape hikma, uvumilivu katika matarajio yao. Tunakuomba Allah, utuongoze sote katika kufanya chuo hiki mfano wa kuigwa katika mafunzo, utafiti na ubunifu. Mwenyezi Mungu, tunaombea viongozi wetu wa chuo hiki, uwape uhamasisho, watuongoze kwa bidii, busara na hikma. Ya Allah, pia tunaombea wafanyakazi tofauti tofauti katika muundo wa chuo hiki na wanafunzi kwa ujumla wakaweza kufaulu katika maazimio yao. Ya Allah, tunaombea nchi yetu na viongozi wake wote kwa jumla tuishi kwa amani na upendo. Atuondolee majanga yanayotukumba, uharibifu na ufisadi. Tuishi kwa uadilifu na kutumikia maagizo yako Mwenyezi Mungu. Tunakushukuru ewe Mwenyezi Mungu, wewe ndio tunakuabudu na wewe ndio tunayekuomba msaada. Utuongoze katika njia iliyonyooka na sio njia ya wale ambao kwamba umewakasirikia wala waliopotea. Amin, amin, amin.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is my humble privilege to invite the Vice Chancellor, Mount Kenya University, Professor Deogratius Jagani, to conduct this congregation into the 19th graduation ceremony.
In accordance with the provision of Mount Kenya University Charter of 2011, Section 6, subsection B and C, and as per the powers bestowed upon me by the University Senate, I hereby declare the congregation of the 19th graduation ceremony of Mount Kenya University constituted.
You may be seated. And now I give the brass band a chance to exit the ground. Thank you. Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me to welcome all graduates, parents, friends, and neighbors, MKU staffs, and continuing students who are following the 19th graduation ceremony live through TV 47 and its social media platform. We are also live on Microsoft Teams, MKU social media, at Mount Kenya Uni, on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. I want to remind those who are on the ground that we are living in difficult times and we need to keep on following the COVID-19 protocols given by Ministry of Health. Just a reminder, keep your mask on throughout the ceremony. Put your mask on properly, covering your nose and mouth. Sanitize your hands throughout. We have sanitizers placed at designated areas. Wash your hands. Keep social distance. Don't share graduation materials. Don't change the seat allocated to you. We also welcome our partners across the country, beyond the country, those who are watching us from our sister campus in Kigali, Rwanda, the graduates in Burundi, Helgeisa, Somaliland, Kampala, Uganda, and Dar es Salaam. You're most welcome to this graduation. We have our journalists at standby in various campuses, and we are going to sample some of them to tell us what is happening on the ground. MC Jesse, I know you have somebody online. It's your time.
Asante sana MC Mwenza Dan Kireti, tukileta matangazo haya moja kwa moja kutoka Chuo Kikuu cha Mount Kenya University huku mji wa Happy Valley, tukisherehekea wanaohitimu siku ya leo ambao wamevaa cheche na kung'ara kabisa. Kutuanzia kipindi cha kututumbuiza, tutakuwa na shairi lililotungwa na malenga wa MKU lenye mada ujenzi tata. Kwenu malenga wa MKU.
Limasheo merauka kwenda kusaka riziki, mapambo tumejivika, twang'ara hatushikiki. Ni siku njema hakika, siku ya kuaga dhiki, mapema sana mefika, ufukara hatutaki.
Simameni kwa foleni, silete mtafaruku, msako mpitieni, wageni tunawashuku. Tunatazama kwa makini, ndio tuondoe shauku. Haya sasa tuambieni, mnataka nini huku?
Makaratasi ndo haya, tunataka kuona bosi.
Kwani kuna jambo mbaya? Kwa nini muone bosi?
Hapana soko ubaya, msiwe na wasiwasi. Tunatafuta ajira na hapa pana nafasi.
Hapa mimi ndiye bosi. Yaani mimi ndio mdosi. Hii ndio yangu ofisi. Mimi ni mwanakandarasi. Nitasikiza tetesi. Hilo na wapromisi. Zungumzeni kwa kasi. Hilo ni yenu nafasi.
Kitazama stakabadhi ambazo mewakabidhi, taona ni zenye hadhi, hizo tu ni baadhi.
Mtatuieni radhi, tuona tutawaudhi.
Msindane kwa arudhi, pitieni stakabadhi.
Ajira iliyo hapa, sidhani nitaiweza.
Shahada sio ya kukopa, tumefuzu na twaweza.
Mjengo, ndio kazi iliyo hapa.
Twajua na tajikaza.
Hakuna warembo hapa.
Si tutakuwa wa kwanza.
Ala, waangalie waume walipovua mashati. Sasa na nyinyi mseme, mtavuaje mashati? Watazameni waume walo juu ya mabati, tapandaje simseme na mmevalia sketi.
Si tutaji kwa mavazi,
tunajua mmesoma
na pia tuna ujuzi.
Hilo nyinyi ndio mwasema, si mkatafute kazi ya warembo walosoma.
Si hatuchagui kazi, popote tutajituma.
Haya mimi sitawajaji, nafasi nitawapea, ila kwanza nitawahoji, sharti tanielezea. Usahihi na taraji katika kunielezea. Niambieni mahitaji ya nyumba kunijengea.
Tutapitia ramani, ndio tufahamu vipimo. Materiali aina gani? Tukadirie vipimo, kisha twende kwa kanuni. Sio tu mtazamo, tuhesabu kwa makini urefu na pia kimo.
Haki mimi ni mjinga, lidharau jinsia, nilitaka kuwatenga bila ya kufikiria. Jumba hili talijenga, nanyi mtasimamia. Mbele sasa tunasonga, kazi ni 100 kwa 100. Ni mjengo tutajenga, mefuzu na tunaweza. Muhimu tupate unga, hata uji tutauza. Kubagua tunapinga, hakuna cha kutukaza. Nchi yetu tutaijenga.
Limasheo merauka, kwenda kusaka riziki.
Malenga wa MKU kwa shairi bora zaidi, wakisema kuwa usawa kwa wote ni bora zaidi. Asanteni sana. Tunafahamishwa kuwa tunao wanayosherekea dhifa ya siku ya leo kutoka bewa letu la Kitale, na naungana na mwanaripota wetu Boniface Barasa ambaye kwa upande ule wa Kitale aweze kutuletea mambo yako vipi. Bwana Boniface Barasa.
Swadakta, tunakuja moja kwa moja toka bewa la chuo kikuu cha Mount Kenya, bewa la Kitale, ambapo hivi leo bewa hili la Kitale linaungana na mabewa mengine nchini katika taifa hili ambayo yapo chini ya chuo kikuu cha Mount Kenya kuweza kufanikisha sherehe za maadhimisho ya 19 ya kufuzu kwa mahafala. Na licha ya kuwepo kwa tandavu ya corona, bewa hili limeyari kufuata mkondo na kuvulia maji nguo kuweka sawa kwamba wote wanashiriki na kuhakikisha kuwa wanaweza kufuzu baada ya kuwepo katika chuo hiki kwa miaka 4. Na moja kwa moja pasi kupoteza muda, wacha tuseme na mahafala na ufuzu waweze kutupa taswira. Yes, safari ya miaka 4 imekuwa nia namna gani na wanapofuzu ili kwenda kule nje na kuweza kuendeleza gurudumu la maisha. Moja kwa moja tuanze nawe kaka. Kwa faida ya mtazamaji na faida ya Wakenya, wewe unaitwa nani na pengine umekuwa unasomea kozi ipi?
Nashukuru sana. Jina langu naitwa Lewis Awata. Nimekuwa mwanafunzi katika chuo hiki nikisomea degree ambayo tunaita kwa kimombo Master of Business Administration, na ninafuraha sana kuweza kufuzu siku ya leo. Na safari yangu imekuwa ni safari ambayo ni ya furaha sana.
Naam, tupate mwingine, mwanafunzi mwingine hapa tuweze kutuambia kwa faida ya wale wanaokutazama na Wakenya wenzako na wale ambao uliweza kusoma nao, unaitwa nani na umeweza kusomea kozi ipi?
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Anyonge Isa. I'm graduating from the School of Education with the second class honors upper division. And I would like to appreciate the university in general for the tireless efforts to see us through this day. It's been an amazing journey. It's been an incredible journey. And I would like to appreciate the university.
Naam, wacha tumpate mwingine hapa kwa faida ya watazamaji na wanafunzi wale ambao wangependa kujiunga na chuo hiki. Kwa kifupi tu, safari yako ya miaka 4 katika chuo hiki imekuwaje? Na tunapozungumzia kwamba mmesoma kipindi kigumu sana wakati kumekuwepo na corona ama kumezuka virusi vya corona, imekuwaje?
First and foremost, let me start by introducing myself. I'm Mayoko Michael Otieno. I joined this campus in December 2017, and of course I enrolled for a Bachelor of Education Arts, combinations Geography and History and Government. So at least we can say when we started things, everything was okay until the corona came. But actually before that, of course, the program has been so nice. All the lecturers have been attending their lectures, and apart from that, we've been doing exams in good time.
Licha ya vyuo vingine nchini kuweza kufunga na kupiga marufuku masomo ya moja kwa moja, hivyo basi ikaweza kuwa ni hali ya tandabeliwa kwa wasomi hao, lakini kwa hawa imekuwa rahisi, kwani wameweza kufanikisha na hivi leo wanafuzu na shahada yao baada ya safari ya miaka 4. Mie ni Boniface Barasa.
Na mwanaripota wetu Boniface Barasa uko upande ule wa Kitale, tunashukuru zaidi. Hiyo ni baadhi ya ushuhuda kutoka wanafunzi wanaofuzu siku ya leo kuwa we are really unlocking infinite possibilities. Mr. Chancellor, sir, on stage is our internationally recognized MKU choir performing a live performance. Sadi, over to you, our choir. Appreciate our choir. That is a masterpiece performance. I remember this was the winner in the category of Rumba in last year's music and drama festivals that were conducted in the country. Let's appreciate them in a bigger way. Thank you so much. And those of us who are watching us live from home, you are having a challenge, or else we are having a challenge for you, whereby we can celebrate with you. You just take your phone, take a selfie, best selfie with your gown, and post it to our social media platforms. That is hashtag MKU 19th graduation, Twitter at Mount Kenya Uni, Instagram at Mount Kenya Uni, Facebook at Mount Kenya University, and you stand a chance to win a lucrative gift from Mount Kenya University. At this juncture, we also want to go to one of our campuses, the home of Flamingos, Nakuru campus, whereby we are joined live by our reporter, Chichi Josephine, who happens also to be our student. I don't know if Chichi Josephine, you can hear me.
Yeah, it is indeed a very good day here at Mount Kenya University Nakuru campus, where the graduates are celebrating their graduation day. And remember, this is the 19th graduation ceremony that Mount Kenya University is celebrating. With me here, I have some of the graduates of whom I will be talking to just to share some of their experiences. Kindly tell me your name, what you studied, and what has been your experience so far.
My name is Catherine Bula Madendu, aka Katrina, and I'm a student in Mount Kenya University. I took my diploma back 2018. I graduated and I did well. That's why I took that bold decision to advance under the School of Social Sciences, where I did that community and social work diploma. And now I'm graduating with a degree in Bachelor of Development Studies. I'm so excited. My experience has been awesome. It has been good to me. I've learned a lot from the institution, from the management, from my fellow students. We have interacted. We have done everything in the unity teamwork. Everything is awesome here.
Thank you very much. And within 1 minute, I'll be talking to another graduate. Kindly tell me your name, what have you been studying, and how has been your experience here?
Naam, vile nashukuru, siku ya leo ni siku kubwa. Jina langu naitwa Anthony Mwangi Thiongo na nimekuwa hapa chuo kikuu cha Mlima Kenya, sehemu hii ya Nakuru, na vile nashukuru sana uongozi ambao umekuwa ukituongoza hapa. Wahadhiri wetu wametufanyia kazi nzuri. Nimekuwa nikisoma katika kitivo cha elimu na nimehitimu sasa kama mwalimu. Nashukuru sana, ni siku ambayo nimeisubiri kwa muda mrefu na hii siku imefika. Hivyo nashukuru Mungu kwa sababu ya nafasi hii amenipa, pamoja na wenzetu ambao tumehitimu pamoja, tunaifurahia.
Yeah, thank you very much. Remember, those are just some of the graduates celebrating their graduation day today. And as you have heard, there are so many recommendations, them urging Form 4 leavers to join Mount Kenya University to just pursue their dream courses. From me here, Chichi Josephine, over to you.
Thank you. Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me, without any order of merit, to recognize some of our guests who are with us here today. And the first one is Godlisten Limo from Tanzania. I know you are here with us. Karibu sana. He is our country representative in Tanzania. We have Maimuna Ali from Somaliland. Helgaiza, karibu Maimuna. And I know you have a team of graduates from Somali. We have a graduate from Burundi. by name Donatie Muriango. Karibu sana Donatie Muriango to Mount Kenya University. We have a team from our sister campus, MKU Rwanda, led by Professor Oduno, the Vice Chancellor Designate, and Dr. John Nyirigira, the DVC. Karibuni sana. Online, we have our friends we made last week when we were in Tanzania. From Tanzania, Commission for University Education. Karibuni sana to our graduation. We have another graduate, the Speaker of the County Assembly of Kiambu, Honorable Stephen Dicho. Karibu. We have another graduate, Honorable Dismas Baraza. Karibu sana. Another important graduate, Juma Hemedi, ni mmoja wetu. Karibu. And the last of the people who would want to mention graduates is Gertrude Mwanyanje from Kilifi County. Karibu sana. Allow me also to recognize Professor Musa Nyakora, the Acting Dean, School of Postgraduate Studies, Adventist University of Africa, and formerly Director, MKU Kigali and MKU Nairobi campus. Karibu sana, Professor. Allow me also to recognize Michael Wambogo Wainaina. Karibu. And one of our partners and supporter in our events, the Modern Tents, the proprietor of Modern Tents, and your team, karibuni sana for the good work. Lastly, I wish Mr. Chancellor Sir to read a congratulatory message from our partner, Technical University of Mombasa. And it reads, on behalf of the management, Senate, staff, and students of Technical University of Mombasa, I write to congratulate you on the glorious occasion of the 19th graduation ceremony taking place on Friday, 6 August 2021. We are proud to be associated with you as you celebrate this event. We wish you well as you develop and implement quality academic programs. We wish you greater success in the years ahead. It's now my honor to invite my co-MC to take us to the next stage of our program.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, Mount Kenya University prides in over 100,000 strong alumni. This graduation ceremony, we are privileged to be joined by Mr. Justice Mutua, alumnus from the School of Computing and Informatics, who graduated in the year 2016 with a bachelor's degree in Business Information Technology. Currently, he is pursuing a PhD in Strategic Management in the School of Business and Economics, having graduated with a master's degree in Business Administration in the year 2018 from the same school. Mr. Mutua is the founder and chairman, Board of Directors, Infinity Kenya Limited, a real estate company that has invested in major towns in Kenya. He is also the founder of community-based Kenani Farm that produces vegetables for both local and export markets. With your permission, sir, allow me to invite him to address this congregation.
Thank you. The Chancellor, Professor John Strathers, the Chief Guest, Professor Waso Bulunya, Principal, Makerere University School of Business and Economics, founder of Mount Kenya University, MKU, and Chairman, the Board of Directors, Professor Simon N. Gisharu, co-founder, Dr. Jane Nyutu, and all protocols observed. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I'm happy to be part of this congregation of the 19th graduation ceremony here at Mount Kenya University to represent all the other alumni. We, the alumni of Mount Kenya University, wish to appreciate the management for the strong synergy of both the management organs and individual members that have enabled MKU buoyancy in such a critical COVID-19 pandemic. Since the onset of this pandemic, we have seen innovativeness, creativity, harmony, including Vice Chancellor's office change of guard. This confirms a strategic management that has yielded fruits. This, on behalf of the alumni, I take this opportunity to welcome you, Professor Jaganyi, to steer the university to the next level. The graduation class, on behalf of the entire MKU alumni family, I welcome our youngest cohort to the MKU Association. My word of encouragement to them is that having been equipped with knowledge, skills, and character from Mount Kenya University, it should be known to you that while others see the situational problem of joblessness in Kenya, and MKU graduates should see the opportunity in the problem. The world has become enormous with opportunities. However, the human incapacitation will drive them to see the problem. Therefore, I urge all of you, wherever you are, to think without or outside the box and exploit opportunities to your full potential. Just like as we say in Mount Kenya, unlocking infinite impossibilities. These opportunities range from entrepreneurship, jobs, internships, talents, volunteering opportunities. Allow me to congratulate the two students to be recognized later today in this congregation. For them, they have unlocked their infinite possibilities. When will you unlock yours? The case of the two awardees and myself are evidence that mentorship at Mount Kenya University enables our current students and graduates to exploit their full potential. As alumni, we remain committed to guide and support. As alumni, we remain committed to guide and support as all of where we can for the opportunities as they come. Thanks to the successful establishment and implementation of the Directorate of Career and Alumni Services that is already bearing fruits. It is worth noting that the employability skills training programs in the directorates have gone online, and young students and graduates should take advantage and log on via the various platforms such as Microsoft Teams, WhatsApp, Facebook, among many others. The step being taken to adopt the online Go to Study Career platform and plans for digitization of the alumni services through a robust MIS is highly appreciated. This will go a long way in enhancing alumni networks and mentoring cycles. To parents, as I finish, I wish to thank the Almighty God for enabling me, the parents, guardians, sponsors, university management, teaching and non-teaching staff, and finally, the students for enduring the long journey to the success we celebrate today. It's a team success. Remember, while you graduates endure the lectures in exam rooms, some other people supporting you suffered even more. It is your time to give back to the society. May you translate your knowledge, skills, and attitude acquired to purposeful gain of the society and humanity in total. Kindly remain connected to the Directorate of Careers and Alumni Services office via their many contacts provided on page 118 of the graduation booklet. Once again, congratulations to all of you, to the graduates, to the staff, to parents, and the entire fraternity of Mount Kenya University, not forgetting all the other partners who have come to celebrate with us today. Thank you very much, and I wish you well. God bless you, God bless Mount Kenya, and God bless Kenya.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is my honor and privilege to invite the Vice Chancellor, Professor Deogratius Jaganyi, to address this congregation.
The Chancellor Professor John Strathers, the chief guest, Professor Waswa Bulwanywa, Principal Makerere University Business School, founder of Mount Kenya University, MKU, and Chairman Board of Directors, Professor Simon Ngisharu, the co-founder of Mount Kenya University, Dr. Jen Nyutu, members of the University Board of Directors, Chairman of the University Council, Professor David Sarem, Pro-Chancellor, Dr. Vincent Gaido, members of the University Council, member of the University Management Board and Senate, distinguished guest, Mount Kenya University staff, parents, guardians, graduates and students, ladies and gentlemen, and Ms. Lydia Kiniti, Dr. Jane's guest. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the 19th graduation ceremony of Mount Kenya University. It also gives me great pleasure to congratulate all the graduates for completing their studies successfully. The success was made possible by a collective support by various parties. To this end, I acknowledge with appreciation the support accorded to the graduates by parents, guardians, and staff, among others, during their studies. Mr. Chancellor, sir, ladies and gentlemen, today we celebrate the academic achievement of 6,556 graduates. 53%, that is 3,505 of the graduates are male, and 47%, that is 3,051, are female. The graduates have fulfilled all academic programs requirement for confinement of the various degrees and awards of various diplomas and certificates as follows. 10 Doctor of Philosophy degrees, 165 master's degrees, 130 postgraduate diplomas, 4,678 bachelor's degrees, 1,192 diplomas, and 3,381 certificates. Mr. Chancellor, sir, ladies and gentlemen, despite the impact of COVID-19, the university has continued to strive in enrolling students for the various academic programs. This has been as a result of a collective responsibility of the university community and positive public perception. This has made MKU to be the preferred destination for both government and self-sponsored students. The university is keen in expanding access to higher education to local and international students. This has been made possible by the ICT infrastructure support system that the university has put in place to support e-learning mode of delivery of content. Today, we are witnessing graduates who went through online learning and examination in the recent past during the period of suspension of face-to-face learning. Mr. Chancellor, sir, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to report that the College of Graduate Studies and Research is working towards automating the graduate school processes. The automation will increase efficiency of the processes and support online student supervision interaction, online approval for postgraduate milestones, and eliminate travel expenses for the students, easy access of documentation and efficient communication between supervisors and students, monitoring of the student progression. On the student academic progression, Mr. Chancellor, sir, ladies and gentlemen, in order to accurately determine the academic standing of every student in the university, an automated student academic progression monitoring tool has been developed. The academic progression monitoring tool will help to ensure that the student and their guardian can accurately determine the academic standing of every student at any given time. It will also enhance the efficiency of planning and monitoring of students' academic progression from the point of entry to the exit from the university. On the student co-curricular activity, the electoral system and the processes is very essential in the governance of any institution. Mount Kenya University Student Association MKUSA 2021 elections were held in March 2021 in all campuses, and thereafter training and induction were conducted. Mount Kenya University hosted the Kenyan University Student Association KUSA Games that were attended by 5 private and public universities. I'm happy that this was possible after a whole year of 2020 and part of 2021 without sports due to COVID-19 measures and guidelines. Students and members of staff participated in a mentorship program under KIPPRA policy mentorship in March 2021, one of the objectives of the Memorandum of Understanding between KIPPRA and MKU. This achievement saw an enhanced strategic partnership with national, regional, and global institutions. On postgraduate training and scholarship, Mr. Chancellor, Sir, we are very grateful to DAD for the in-country, in-region scholarship program 2021. A total of 26 scholarships were awarded to MKU for the September 2021 intake as follows: 4 Masters of Science in Nursing, Medical, Surgical Nursing, and 22 Master of Public Health. On academic programs, Mr. Chancellor, Sir, ladies and gentlemen, to ensure that the university is in tandem with the dynamic in the industry and labor market, Master of Laws program has recently been accredited. The necessary infrastructure for mounting this program is in place, and the university is looking forward towards admitting its first cohort of freshmen in the September-December 2021-2022 semester. Additionally, I'm pleased to mention that MKU Medical School is competing effectively with its peers, offering medical programs in terms of both infrastructure and training personnel. To this end, today we are proud that the first cohort of medical students are graduating. On research, innovation, and community engagement, Mr. Chancellor, Sir, ladies and gentlemen, since the last graduation, Mount Kenya University has continued to implement her strategy on research, innovation, and community engagement. Some of our progress include: the university received 6 additional grants this year, increasing the number of active research grants to 48. The total university research grant portfolio is currently valued at approximately 1 billion shillings. This is among the highest value of grants in private universities in the region. The target is to increase the value of research grants to 2 billion in the next 1 year. These grants support research by staff and our postgraduate students, making an impact in social return. The university appreciates the funding partners who have supported our research through the new grants. They include the European Union through the European and Developing Countries Clinical Trial Partnership Grant, the African Academy of Sciences, World Health Organization, Global Challenge Research Fund through the Newton Prize, and the Open Philanthropy of USA. And innovation, Mr. Chancellor, Sir, ladies and gentlemen, our Innovation Directorate is coordinating several innovation initiatives at the university. They include Aero, a machine learning mobile application to detect cataract. This innovation by 4 students pursuing information technology was among the top 50 shortlisted team of the Google Developer Student Club Solution Challenge for 2021, an annual contest that invites university students from all over the world to devise solutions for everyday problems. The only team from Kenya consisting of Bill Okeyo, Daniel Dennis, Sandra Kuria, and Catherine Ratemo. COVID Trace, a coronavirus contact tracing application based on geofencing technology. This is currently being developed into a comprehensive public health management system. Molepse Bioresources, a plant-based biopesticide that is highly effective against weevils. E-commerce platform, the Shop Space, And the fifth is Coffee Africa, a blockchain-enabled supply management system for coffee. It is our expectation that some of these innovations will become successful enterprises in the future. On community engagement, Mr. Chancellor Sir, ladies and gentlemen, last year, the university was the recipient of the Torres Network Award on Innovative Civic Engagement. This engagement, in conjunction with Partners for Care, has given an impact to public health support to over 2,500 residents in Watamu, Kilifi County. Capacity building. As the technology advances and workplace methods and strategies improve, it is imperative to align with these changes through staff capacity building. The university aims at integrating fully the academic staff as researchers, supervisors, leaders, and effective and innovative teaching staff. To this end, training modules are being developed in the following areas to align with the technology advancement: communication skills, student supervision skills, student mentorship skills, research skills, grant proposal writing, blended learning, academic paper writing and publishing, leadership in higher education. The modules will be offered online and will be beneficial to all our academic staff. On quality assurance, Mr. Chancellor Sir, ladies and gentlemen, Mount Kenya University has a holistic approach to quality assurance, covering all the processes in the institution in order to serve, to create and maintain customer satisfaction by understanding the customer's preference and needs. The Directorate of Quality Assurance conducts surveys and evaluation every semester to receive feedback from our students on the standard levels of our service delivery. Additionally, the university has automated strategic information system to integrate strategic management, process management, and monitoring measuring system, as well as take into consideration international, national, and regional external factors. Regular, reliable, and timely assessment of the key results area has enhanced achievement based on the university's mission. As I conclude, I wish to thank the University Board of Directors, the Council and Senate for providing visionary leadership and support. Once again, I congratulate the graduates for qualifying for the award of the various academic qualifications. I once more thank parents, guardians, and the university staff for collective support during their studies. To the graduates, always remember that you have all that is required for you to serve the nation and the world diligently and with integrity. You have been well trained for the marketplace. Go impact and change the life. I urge you to strive to be the best in whatever you do. Thank you, and God bless you all. Mr. Chancellor Sir, it is my humble privilege to invite the chairman of the Mount Kenya University Council, Professor David Serem, to address the congregation.
The Chancellor of Mount Kenya University, Professor John Stratas, the Chief Guest, Professor Waswa Bulunywa, Principal Makerere University Business School, Founder of Mount Kenya University and Chairman of Board of Directors, Professor Simon Gisharu, the Co-Founder of Mount Kenya University, Dr. Jane Nyutu, members of the Board of Directors, Pro-Chancellor, Dr. Vincent Kaido, members of the University Council, Vice-Chancellor of Mount Kenya University, Professor Diocletius Chakanyi, members of the University Management Board and members of Senate, distinguished guests, Mount Kenya University staff, parents and guardians, students, ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted on behalf of Mount Kenya University Council to welcome you all to the 19th graduation ceremony. Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me to appreciate the chief guest, Professor Bulunywa, Principal Makerere University Business School, and all distinguished guests present and those following us virtually for honoring our invitation. Mr. Chancellor, sir, the University Council has continued with its mandate of ensuring that the university achieves her vision and mission through development and implementation of policies, regulations, and guidelines. The following has been approved by the council in this year, Mr. Chancellor. 1. Guideline on re-employment of retired staff. Effective set of guidelines and procedures to facilitate compliance with the university statutes in the separation process on attainment of retirement age through phased and structured approach have been put in place. MKU recognizes that retired staff, especially professors, can still make immense contribution in research and in mentorship of postgraduate students. 2. Technical staff deployment guidelines. Mr. Chancellor, sir, development of these guidelines was necessitated by Kenya Medical Laboratory Technologies and Technicals Board in surveillance inspection in order to enhance service delivery during practical sessions. 3. Association to advance Collegiate School of Business, accreditation and establishment of the MKU Graduate Business School. Mr. Chancellor, sir, international accreditation of MKU School of Business and Economics by the AACSB and the rebranding of the school to become MKU Graduate Business School will enable the school to meet the dynamic demands and needs for prospective students, become a regional hub of excellence in postgraduate training in business, meet government requirements and labor market needs, and enhance visibility and competitiveness. 4. MKU Innovation and Incubation Center. Mr. Chancellor, sir, the establishment of MKU Innovation and Incubation Center is one of the inputs of the African Higher Education Leadership in advancing inclusive innovation for development projects. The Innovation Hub will support business incubation and mentorship, business development and training programs, business concept development, business plan writing, regulatory compliance, investor matchmaking, and intellectual property management. 5. Revitalization of the Botanic Garden. The MKU Botanic Garden is an important part of quality teaching and research in pharmacy and collaborative research work with other institutions. The Board of Directors supported the operation of the University Botanic Garden with Kenya shillings 3 million, which will assist in increasing accessibility, utility, and functionality of the garden. MKU Pharmacy Students Association and School of Pharmacy will establish a nature club for students and the public as a way of supporting activities of the Botanic Garden. 6. School of Law 2020-2029 Strategic Plan. Mr. Chancellor, sir, MKU School of Law strategic growth priorities have been aligned to the Mount Kenya University Strategic Plan 2020-2029 that identifies the 4 key result areas that will expand the school's growth and competitive edge while addressing emerging needs in the operating environment, namely academic excellence, research and partnership, institutional capacity, and students' welfare and community service. 7, social media policy. The university has developed a social media policy to regulate the use of social media, as it is a strategic communication channel where the university engages stakeholders. Social media is a double-edged sword that may have a positive and negative impact on the institution or individual. The university has adopted social media as a platform to engage on online conversations with a variety of audiences. MKU social media policy sets out the objectives and parameters for scaling up engagement with new digital media to advance the mission and the mandate of the university. 8, establishment of the Center for Professional Development. Mr. Chancellor, sir, MKU recognizes the demand made on institutions of higher learning in the educational, vocational, and skill development as continuing education in the 21st century. The Center for Professional Development will promote institutional capacity to offer professional development courses, professional certification, and short courses to staff, students, and even to the public. It will also provide opportunities for the university linkages with professional bodies and industry. 9, data science and innovation laboratory. The MKU Data Science and Innovation Laboratory is a joint project between Mount Kenya University and MU Data Analytic Institute, MUDAI, for the establishment of a science and innovation laboratory. The laboratory will be located at the Nairobi campus, Union Towers. MUDAI shall provide technical expertise on data analytics. 10, MKU 2029 Strategic Plan Performance Evaluation for 2021 half year. Mr. Chancellor, sir, the University Management Board is committed to achieve performance targets of the strategic objectives specified in the University Strategic Plan 2020-2029. The performance contract for the Vice Chancellor and the other officers who report to the Vice Chancellor have been derived directly from the strategic plan and have cascaded downwards. The performance contracts are based on the 6 key result areas, which are academic excellence, research and innovation, partnership and innovation, resource mobilization, institutional capacity, MKU enterprise and institutional sustainability, and finally, welfare and community service. The theme for the 2020 performance contracts is innovation through information and communication technology to give Mount Kenya University a competitive edge in teaching, research, and community service for sustainable growth. Quarterly monitoring of performance is being done to ensure that the university management is tracking the process continually. The 2021 half-year performance evaluation results were excellent. 11, MKU scholarship. MKU Foundation has supported needy and bright students with annual scholarships through international and external scholarship. 12, restructuring of Directorate of Communication and Student Recruitment. Mr. Chancellor, sir, in keeping with the current trends in universities globally and the need to rebrand and re-energize student recruitment, the Directorate of Communications and Student Recruitment has been restructured. The functions of the student recruitment have been separated from communications and have been combined with the functions of admissions and registration to form the Directorate of Student Recruitment, Admissions, and Registration. Mr. Chancellor, sir, as I conclude, allow me to appreciate and value our teaching faculty and professional staff whose hands our graduates have passed through. Your efforts and hard work in training these graduates are highly recognized and appreciated. To our graduates, I wish to sincerely thank you for making MKU a university of choice. I have no doubt that what you have learned in MKU will assist you in realizing your dreams in higher education. I take this opportunity to pass my warm congratulatory messages on your well-deserved achievements today. Remember that your success out there depends on your self-discipline, hard work, honesty, integrity, and above all, your ability to innovate. You have received all these virtues from Mount Kenya University. Always try to be the best in what you do, remembering that respect for God, your Creator, is the beginning of knowledge. May God bless you all. Thank you very much. It is now my privilege to invite the Mount Kenya University co-founder, Dr. Jane Newton, to make her remarks and to invite the chief guest, Professor Waswa Bulunywa, Principal Makerere University Business School, to address the congregation. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I wish to salute Professor Waswa Bulunywa, Chief Guest, Principal Makerere University Business School, Professor John Ruthers, Chancellor Mount Kenya University, Professor Simon Gisharu, Lead Founder and Chairman Board of Directors of Mount Kenya University, who have sent his apologies. He is away attending state assignments for rural electrification. Members of the University Board of Directors present, Professor David Serem, Chairman University Council, Dr. Vincent Gaido, Pro-Chancellor and Mount Kenya University Vice Chairman Council, members of University Council, Professor Deogratius Nyagani, Mount Kenya University Vice Chancellor, distinguished guests, members of Management Board of Senate, Lydia Kiniti, the UN Rep, Ethiopia, members of staff, student leaders, students, ladies and gentlemen. When we met here last year during the 8th graduation ceremony of Mount Kenya University, we were unsure of how to conduct our business while observing the Ministry of Health guidelines on prevention of the spread of COVID-19. Little did we know that we would be back here under the same environment. Just like last year, we are gathered here today using different platforms to celebrate our graduates who have weathered this storm to complete their studies. We therefore take this opportunity on behalf of the Board of Directors to congratulate the August 2021 graduating class on the occasion of their graduation. Congratulations, you've done us proud. The board take this opportunity to thank our chief guest, Professor Waswa Bulunya, and our distinguished guests who honored our invitation. We would like to applaud the parents, guardians of the graduating class, as well as individuals and organizations who have provided bursaries or sponsored students for partnering with us, providing resources that have supported the academic progression of the students. Asante sana. On students' welfare, ladies and gentlemen, as you are aware, the pandemic has affected the society in many different ways. We have seen an upsurge of crime related to mental disorders in the institutions of higher learning. To mitigate this, the university launched the Mind and Beyond Counseling Center early this year, headed by Dr. Jane Nyutu, speaking to address mental health challenges among students and youth in the society. The fully fledged program aims to look at the underlying issues related to mental health for a worrying surge in reported cases of violence, criminality, and bizarre incidents involving young people. We need not remind you of the many incidents of suicide, the murder due to illicit relationships, violence directed to teachers and parents, as well as drug and substance use and abuse, and many other forms of addictions that have spiked during the corona period. The program, therefore, is aimed at strengthening counseling services at the university through use of empirical data. This program will be expanded to all campuses of Mount Kenya University. We urge other institutions of higher learning to pay attention to the mental or the psychosocial issues affecting their students, especially during corona pandemic, and provide conducive environment for student support. We wish to encourage the Ministry of Education to continue supporting counseling matters in all learning institutions. Ladies and gentlemen, while the COVID-19 pandemic has affected all of us, it has greatly affected persons living with disabilities. As a university, we host a number of students who are abled differently. And we have partnered with the National Council for Persons with Disabilities to ensure that our learning environment is inclusive and conducive. As part of creating this awareness, a platform for persons with disability has been done at the university in partnership with our affiliate, TV47. It is dubbed Beyond the Limits. The program tells stories of people who are abled differently and airs on TV47 every Saturday evening. Mount Kenya University is also meeting with the Kilimanjaro Trust Fund to forge an MOU to look for ways in enhancing the lives of persons with disability. In this regard, having been recognized by the United Nations Academic Impact on promoting of SDG 10, inclusivity and equality, We wish to invite other like-minded corporates and partners to support us in this noble endeavor. On infrastructural development, ladies and gentlemen, the board of directors have continued to support investments that augment our capacity to deliver quality education. One such investment is the Mount Kenya University Convention Center that will be commissioned soon. The Convention Center has a capacity of 2,000 people and will support the region in hosting drama festivals, local and international conferences, public lectures, as well as community gatherings. The spacious facility allows social distancing when holding large gatherings. And in this regard, we have informed the university management that the Convention Center will host the second International Conference on Peace, Security, and Social Enterprise later this year. The conference will be co-hosted with our partners, the National Cohesion and Integration Commission, and this will allow up to a similar conference that we co-hosted in the year 2017. In addition to this infrastructure, we are happy to note that our students in Meru campus recently moved to a well-resourced facility in Meru town, and this actually has improved the learning environment. And we are also in the final stages of launching an innovation and incubation facility for staff and students at Thika campus through a project funded by the European Commission. The board of directors is committed to continuously improve facilities so as to respond to the emerging needs of our students and the stakeholders. As I conclude, I'm happy to note that the university fraternity, under the guidance of our able Vice Chancellor, has managed to weather the storms of COVID-19 pandemic and has adjusted to the new normal. We have also instituted various strategies to ensure that our service delivery is all-inclusive. We are grateful to our partners and our stakeholders who have walked the journey with us. I encourage the graduating students to remain focused and resilient as they pursue their goals. You are also welcome back to come and continue with further education. Finally, Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me to challenge our graduating class of the year 2021, August. As you are aware, you are graduating at the time of the world going through the uncertainties and ambiguity of COVID-19. This has impacted negatively on many businesses, leading to job cuts. Entrepreneurship is an alternative pathway to employment, and we would like you to take note of the following saying. It says, the pessimists see the difficulty in a problem, while the optimists see the opportunity, but in the same problem. We encourage all of you to be optimistic, to find the opportunities. Indeed, today we recognize 2 students who have already embraced entrepreneurship even as they continue with their normal studies. The 2 participated in the Berenabiz competition organized by the Ministry of ICT, Innovation and Youth Affairs under the Kenya Youth Enterprise and Opportunities Project. This competition seeks to help youth-run enterprises expand their solutions. The two were selected for grants and seed capital, funding among the 11,000 young entrepreneurs who participated in the Berenabis competition. Join me in recognizing the students, Mr. Mwanza Christopher Aruga and Ms. Kang'ethe Sylvia Wajiko. Mr. Mwanza is graduating today with a Bachelor of Education Arts. He won 3.6 million Kenya shillings for animal feeds processing plants in Kakamega County. On the other hand, Ms. Wajiko, a procurement student of Mount Kenya University, won 900,000 Kenya shillings for chocolates making business in Murang'a County. Congratulations. I take this opportunity to invite the two students to the dais for recognition. May God bless you all. I wish to take this opportunity to congratulate the Mount Kenya University Medical Class of 2021. Congratulations. You have made it through an intensive program and you've overcome all intellectual, mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional challenges. Your determination, willpower, sheer hard work, and compassion to help others has led you to where you stand today, graduating with a well-earned degree in Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery. Go forth with the Hippocratic Oath in mind to practice your craft, always placing God first in everything you do, and you will succeed beyond expectations. You have made us, the Mount Kenya University fraternity, very proud. And Professor Simon Gisharu, would have wanted to be here to pass this message. Well represented, may I say that we are very pleased to gift you with some tools of trade to start you off as you begin this honorable profession in serving the humanity. It is now my pleasure to invite Dr. Guled Eunice Abdi to come and receive the gifts on behalf of the medical school. And once again, congratulations, and may God bless you for your hard work.
We also want to appreciate the presence of the principal Vika Technical, who is among us. Let's appreciate him with a hearty clap. And we also want to appreciate one of our graduates, Honorable Gertrude Mbeyu, the Women Rep, Kilifi County. Let's appreciate her and give her a hearty clap, who has graduated or is graduating today with a Bachelor's of Arts in Public Administration and Governance. Mr. Chancellor Sam, it is my honor and privilege to invite the Pro-Chancellor, Mount Kenya University, Dr. Vincent Gaido, to invite our chief guest, who is coming live to us from Uganda.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me to read a brief bio of the MKU 19th graduation chief guest, Professor Waswa Bulunya. Professor Waswa Bulunya is a scholar in management, leadership, and entrepreneurship. He is also an academic administrator who is currently serving as the principal of Makerere University School of Business, MUBS, a public institution of higher learning in Uganda. Professor Bulunya was born on 3rd December 1955. He has been at the helm of the institution since 1991, when MUBS was a faculty of commerce of Makerere University. Under his sterling leadership, MUBS has risen from strength to strength, and to date, MUBS stands tall as the leading school of business in the region, with numerous collaborations with major global leaders and universities, such as being a host of the UNIS School Social Business Center, a global network established in 2006 by Nobel Peace Prize laureate Mohamed Yunus. MUBS also serves as the lab where the Student Training and Entrepreneurial Promotion TEP was initiated in 2008 through a partnership with Leuphana University of Germany. Between 2001 and 2012, Professor Bologna served as a board of directors, in the board of directors of the Bank of Uganda, which is the country's central bank, and the national banking regulator. He also served in the board as the board chairman of Uganda Airline around the year 2001. He has been a close associate of Mount Kenya University since 2015, when he visited the university for the first time. Over the last 5 years, he has steered the MKU MUBS partnership to be an inclusive partnership, which involves student leaders, faculty, and top management. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Professor Waswa Bologna to give his speech under the theme of the 19th graduation ceremony, Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion in Higher Education.
Professor Simon Gicharu, founder of Mount Kenya University and chairman of the board of directors, Dr. Jane Newton, co-founder of Mount Kenya University, members of the university board of directors, Professor John Struthers, Chancellor, Mount Kenya University, Dr. Vincent Gaitho, Pro-Chancellor and Vice Chairman of the University Council, Professor David Serem, Chairman of the University Council, and members of the University Council, Professor Deogratius Jaganyi, Vice Chancellor, distinguished guests, members of management of the board and senate, staff and students, parents and guardians, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me to start by heartily congratulating all our graduates today, but not only graduates, but the teachers, the parents, and the entire Mount Kenya University community. Congratulations. Graduations are an occasion to account to the public what we've been doing in the last 1 year or so. And it's important that these ceremonies are held so that the public and the students understand what has happened in the last 1 year, especially now that we have the coronavirus pandemic. We need to even be more accountable. What is it that we've been doing? It's a privilege. I'm pleased, and it's a privilege for me to be the chief guest on this auspicious occasion that marks the 19th ceremony, graduation ceremony of MKU. Indeed, it's a pleasure for me to be part of it. MKU and MUBS have been working together very closely for the last 6 years. We'd like to thank you, especially Chairman, for giving us that opportunity to work with you in the private sector. We in government have various ways we do business, and we've learned quite a lot by working with the university in the private sector. Again, we would like to thank you for the effort that we have had in the last 6 years or so. And today, while I'm not physically with you, I feel virtually amongst all of you. Mr. Chancellor, sir, my message this morning touches on a very important topic, the topic of equity, diversity, and inclusion in higher education. This is so topical because of the changing nature of education, not only in our African countries, but globally. And with the coronavirus pandemic, there is demand that education system keeps on changing. And it's important that we are able to address where we are and where we are going as higher education institutions. First of all, I want to deal with the education systems in our countries, especially African countries. But before I do that, maybe just a mention to reflect on what is higher education. Higher education, also known as tertiary education, is the last part in the education system of any country, the highest part of it. And of course, various countries have got various systems, but all of them have this component of higher education where people who pursue programs there graduate with diplomas, degrees, which may be undergraduate, masters, or even PhDs. So this is the epitome of education in an education system. But what is the purpose of higher education? The purpose of higher education is to be able to consolidate the education system, to be able to seek knowledge, to be able to generate knowledge, to be able to recognize the knowledge that is being formed, that is being passed on to the various levels in society. Higher education involves research, it involves working with the communities, it involves discovering what is new, it involves pursuing those areas which we don't know in a bid to understand the environment in which we live. And therefore, higher education plays a very important role in our societies. And it should reflect on the needs of society, especially the human resource needs that a country needs. It should also reflect on the changing nature of the environment. As we speak now, we are using online methods for teaching, reflecting on the changing nature of the environment. As we speak now, I'm here comfortably in Uganda, but talking to an audience in Kenya, reflecting on the changing nature of technologies. And in the process, knowledge is being generated, and it's higher education to capture this knowledge, theorize it, and make it available for the public to use it in various ways. But the question is everybody who joins the education system, do they have access to higher education? In Uganda, over 1 million children enter into primary school, but only about 100,000 are able to join higher education. What happens to the rest? And what is the role of higher education in ensuring that these people are able to make a contribution to the country? So the system, the higher education system in every country should be able to reflect on the needs of that society and provide the relevant human resources that you need to be able to get the country to grow. But what kind of education systems do we have? Uganda and Kenya and Tanzania have had the benefit of being colonized by the British. So our education system at the time of our independence period largely reflected on the needs of the colonial governments. Today, this has been changing. And as it changes, what we've done is simply mimic the developed countries. Many of our countries, many of our education systems have not gone down to understand the needs of society. For instance, Africa has vast resources, but higher education is not looking at these resources to see how they can be exploited and used. Look at what happens in Congo. Africa has mostly 12 hours of sunlight, but do we exploit solar energy? Is it a part of the curriculum? Africa has numerous resources to be able to look at green energy, but what is it that we are doing in these respects? So our higher education system continues to reflect on the needs of the people who set it up, and the changes that we're making have not been sufficient to capture the needs of our society. Therefore, our higher education system needs to change accordingly. And as the young people go out of this system, you need to be able to ask yourself questions. Will this work for me? Will the education I've received work for me? Indeed, there are thousands of people on the street who are beneficiaries of our higher education system. Therefore, we need to ask ourselves whether the education system is right or not. Having said that, we then need to be able to fix the education system to reflect on the needs of our societies, to reflect on the needs of our economies. That means we must identify what we want and diversify our education system in such a way that it reflects on our desires and needs. It should also reflect the diversity of the different people that we have in our countries. Today, in Uganda, and I believe indeed in Kenya, the majority of the people going to higher education are those who come from well-to-do families, are those who come from families with parents who have got jobs either in government or in well-established companies, are children of those people who are good in business, who are making millions of money in business, and therefore they can afford. So if your government does not support you, the children of those who can afford are in higher education systems. The system is leaving out, is not including those young people who are bright enough but do not have the privilege of having the resources to be able to get into the universities. The system is leaving out those young people who study in rural schools and can't get the grades. But if they were in schools in the urban areas, good schools, they would perform probably even much better than those who are in these schools. How do we include these people to reflect on the diversity of our countries, and how do we include the diverse areas of study which are important in moving Africa ahead? So higher education is extremely important to produce thinkers, to produce technologists who translate ideas of thinkers into goods and services. Higher education should be able to produce the administrators at the different levels, the managerial cadre, the policymakers who are able to run government and various institutions. The higher education system should also be able to produce the technicians through the technical colleges and vocational institutions who are able to maintain the technologies that we see, the equipment that we produce. The higher education system in Africa must change. It should reflect on these needs to be able to serve the needs of the country. The young people in our rural areas should have an opportunity to be educated and be able to make a contribution to the country. Therefore, our governments must wake up. Governments must wake up and fund all science education in our countries. There is no way we are going to transform our countries if we don't fund science. There is no way we are going to get the majority of the people in our country who are in rural areas living off $1 per day or less, unless if we put emphasis on science, and that is the role of government. We need also to focus on the studies of agriculture, our energy resources, our minerals, so that we can take advantage of what we have in our countries. There is need to study more studies in agriculture. As agriculture countries, with over 70% of our population living off agriculture, there is need to put more emphasis in this so that we can create diversity in our studies and we can also capture the diversity of our economies. And the role of government is key in providing the inclusivity that we need to make sure that everybody in the economy is able to access education, not only education, but higher education for this matter. I would like to congratulate MKU for having become the United Nations Academic Impact Office as SDG 10 hub in reducing inequalities. This is a wonderful gesture on behalf of the United Nations to recognize Mount Kenya University. Congratulations on this. I would like to thank our parents, our stakeholders who support these young people in our university. Thank you very much for giving me the support. As you go out, God doesn't make junk. You are somebody. Go out to succeed. Go out to prove yourself. Go out and make us proud in MKU that we gave you the knowledge that you are able to use to be able to make a contribution to transforming our society. You are somebody in this country, but it depends on you. It's entirely upon you to decide to get up, go out into the field, and do things that will transform society. Again, congratulations to you, our graduates. Congratulations to our parents, our teachers, the entire MKU fraternity. Congratulations again. May God bless you. May God bless Kenya. May God bless Uganda. May God bless the East African community. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and have a wonderful day.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to invite the Chancellor of Mount Kenya University, Professor John Strathers, to address the congregation.
Professor Wawa Balunwa, Chief Guest and Principal of Makerere University Business School, Professor Simon N. Gicharo, Founder of Mount Kenya University and Chairman of the Board of Directors, Dr. Jane Nyutu, Co-Founder of Mount Kenya University, members of the University Board and Directors, Dr. Vincent Gaito, Pro-Chancellor and Vice Chairman, University Council, Professor David K. Serum, Chairman of the University Council, members of the University Council, Professor Deogratius Jaganye, Vice-Chancellor, members of the University Board and Senate, distinguished guests, staff, graduates and students, parents and guardians, ladies and gentlemen. I wish to start my address by passing my warm greetings to all of you from myself, my family, and my colleagues here in Scotland. Ham Jambo. It gives me great pleasure to once more join the MKU community and stakeholders in this, the 19th graduation ceremony, which marks the successful completion of academic courses by our graduates. So please join me in thanking our great good Lord for keeping us all safe to witness this day amidst the many challenges that COVID-19 pandemic presents to us. Congratulations to our graduates who have made us all gather in this virtual graduation ceremony as a celebration of a job well done. Congratulations also to their parents and guardians and all the staff and university management, as well as many other supporters and stakeholders, for this is indeed a team victory. As a team, you've all worked tirelessly in your respective roles in this academic journey, whose outcome we celebrate today. I wish to develop the theme of my speech this year about the continuing partnerships that Mount Kenya University has developed and the quality of these, and I'll just tell you about a few of them now. Firstly, Mount Kenya University has recently been honoured by the United Nations Academic Impact Office in New York through a unique opportunity to serve as the UN Sustainable Development Goal 10 hub on reduced inequalities. This is a tremendous achievement which comes in support of our collective efforts. I wish to congratulate the entire MKU fraternity for this achievement. As the Chancellor, I'm honoured and humbled to be associated with such a recognition from the United Nations. The renewal also of the MOU between the Danish Refugee Council and the university, which has also seen 35 students secure full scholarships, is another wonderful milestone for the university in this year. This is a partnership that goes back to 2015, and we're very pleased to be involved in it. Similarly, in March this year, the university signed a prestigious agreement, again with the United Nations, this time the Institute for Training and Research, and I am informed that more than 20 members of faculty have engaged in different research activities within this partnership, whose actualization also includes scholars from other institutions of higher learning across the African continent. Another splendid example of the success of the university in partnerships in this past year is the recently announced award to the university of the International Junior Nurse Fellowship by the Bradford District Care Foundation. This is a 12-month-long project in the United Kingdom which will be delivered virtually and benefit 10 competitively selected senior student nurses at the university. It was launched on the 9th of July this year, and the true project leaders, Elizabeth Ndungo of Mount Kenya Kingdom, deserve our credit. At a local level, the university has signed a public-private partnership with the Women Enterprise Fund, which is the government's national agency charged with women empowerment through entrepreneurship. I'm informed that through this partnership, the two organisations are set to undertake joint entrepreneurial promotion countrywide. The university has always put community at the forefront of its activities, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to note that here again there's been an increased number of such arrangements at the community level, from students' clubs to faculty, the stakeholders. With the coronavirus restrictions, such activities have been particularly welcome. They include environmental conservation through tree planting at different locations in the country, caring of persons who are enabled differently and also known as persons living with disabilities, and the School of Education to the Naivasha Maximum Prison inmates, where a number of teachers and other partners have jointly contributed to this great rehabilitation effort. At a personal level, I would also like to notify you of a new co-edited book that I have recently published and involves 3 members of staff from the university here. The book is entitled Enterprise and Economic Development in Africa, and it was published by the renowned publishing house Emerald. It will soon be launched at my home university here in Scotland, the University of the West of Scotland. It has 16 chapters, and in chapter 10 there is a wonderful chapter entitled Unemployment Intervention in Africa, a case study on Mount Kenya University's Graduate Enterprise Academy, written by 2 of our colleagues. And additionally, in chapter 6, another MKU academic has written a wonderful chapter on the effects of gender enterprise on women empowerment in Eldoret in Kenya. I wish to thank the 3 of these scholars for this excellent contribution to our co-edited book. Our chief guest, ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, I wish to pass a further word of encouragement to the graduands. You have done so well, sometimes against significant obstacles, including financial barriers that could have stopped you in your tracks, but you were persevering and you achieved your goal today, and it's thanks to yourself, your friends and family, and of course neighbours that you've enjoyed this success. But of course, the next stage of your training and education is something that you should be thinking about. And think about education. In the Olympics going on at the moment, we have marathons, and education is like a marathon, not a sprint. So try and emulate all those great Kenyan marathon runners and run a good race, just as the Apostle Paul said in 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verses 24 to 27. And run the race and you will win the prize. Of course, all races have a finish, but they also have a starting point. Therefore, remember your alma mater, Mount Kenya University, which as one of its alumni, you should carry your years of study at this university with happy memories and a great sense of achievement. In so doing, you will also honour God, our Creator. Finally, to all of us in the audience here, whether physically or virtually, let's hope that this COVID-19 pandemic will end soon and we can all get back to our engagements. God bless you all. God bless Mount Kenya University, and God bless Kenya. Asantani sana.
Thank you so much. Let's appreciate our Chancellor all the way from Scotland. Let's appreciate him in a better way. Thank you so much. And we really appreciate. We will be going back to our Chancellor, back to Scotland. I know our technical team can allow us to go back to Scotland. We are going back to Scotland live so that we can have some delegation of powers to the chairman of the University Council. Our Chancellor, can you get us?
In accordance with the provisions of the Mount Kenya University Charter Amendments 2016, Section 3, Subsection C, it is my privilege and pleasure to delegate the power to award certificates and diplomas and confer degrees of Mount Kenya University at the 19th graduation ceremony to Professor David Serem, Chairman of the University Council.
Thank you so much. Let's appreciate for that delegation of responsibilities. Thank you so much, our Chairman of University Council. Katika hii hali ya janga la corona, hatukuweza kuwa na wanafunzi wote wanaohitimu siku ya leo. Wengi wao wanatutazama kutoka nyumbani mwao. Wakati huu tunaungana na mwanahabari wetu aliye mji wa Home of Champions, Joash Onsare, kutuletea mambo yako vipi kule uwanjani. Kwako Onsare.
Nam, tunakujia moja kwa moja kutoka chuo cha Mount Kenya hapa Eldoret kukufahamisha na kukupa taswira kamili siku hii ya mahafali, ambapo wanafunzi wanafuzu ili waweze kuendelea na maisha yao ya kutafuta riziki na vile kubuni hata ajira kwa faida yao wenyewe na jamii kwa jumla. Na sasa naungana na baadhi ya mahafala ambao wanafuzu siku ya leo, watuarifu imekuwa vipi na labda watuambie maisha yamekuwaje hapa shuleni, na mtuambie jina lako na labda maisha yamekuwaje hapo shuleni na ulikuwa unasomea taaluma gani?
My name is Calvin Tirop from Mount Kenya University Eldoret campus, home of champions. I'm graduating with degree BCom today, and I'm happy because of what it has been done. I'm grateful to my lecturers and my non-teaching staff who taught me through. So today I'm graduating, I'm happy. So I've got a request to the management. I appreciate you for what you did for us for the training, 4 years down the lane. And I'm requesting you also for us who are graduating today. We've got those who graduated with first class honors. I'm requesting, if possible, you offer them with scholarship for their masters in the same institution, or you grant them employment.
Na tunaendelea kupata taswira ya mahafala ambao wanafunzi siku ya leo ili kuendelea na maisha yao kwenda mbele, na niko na kaka hapa, tuambie jina lako na vile utuambie umesomea taaluma gani.
Yes, asante. Kwa majina ni Julius Kimaiya Ruto. Mimi niko na furaha sana leo kwa kufuzu katika chuo hiki cha Mount Kenya University pande wa Eldoret, the city of champion. Kwangu binafsi nina furaha kwa kukasana mpaka hapo nipate degree yangu. Nimejifunza mingi na mimi ni chief pande wa Inapkoi. Kwa hivyo na waencourage wengi wakuja katika chuo hiki wajifunze mengi.
Na shukrani sana, umesikia taswira ndo hiyo, na huo ndo mwito ambao umetolewa na huyu ambaye hivi sasa anafuzu. Tumpate kijana huyu, tuambie jina lako na taaluma.
Jina langu naitwa Derek Wasike, a school from MKU, taking bachelor's in business. Nashukuru sana kwa kufuzu siku ya leo. Haijakuwa rahisi. Unajua changamoto za kimaisha hapa na pale, lakini tunashukuru kwamba kwa chuo hiki niweza kufuzu siku ya leo. Maana kina furaha mingi, haijawa rahisi, lakini Mungu na pia wale walimu wetu wametutia nguvu na kutufunza. Hakika this school has good facilities and good management. It's a place to be. Karibuni nyote.
Naam. Asante sana, umesikia hali ndo halisi, tukikujia moja kwa moja kutoka hapa Mount Kenya University Eldoret ili tukupe taswira ya siku hii ya kufuzu, na tunasema shukran sana. Hivi sasa naregesha kwako uzidi kututaarifu wa kwetu. Wananiita Joashon Sare. Tunashukuru wote waliofanikisha shughuli hii, mwana mikakati wa kushughulika na shughuli hii nzima Wilson Mbugwa, na vile mnasa picha wangu Charles Nganga. Kwako tuendelee kumtaarifu mtazamaji kuhusu siku hii ya furaha.
Poto wetu Joashon Sare ukuwa upande ule wa Eldoret, na tunawasherekea na kuwashangilia wote ambao wanatutazama kupitia runinga na vitu zote za kijamii, na mambo yanakuwa shwari kabisa. Mr. Chancellor sir, it is my honor and privilege to invite the Dean School of Pure and Applied Sciences to present the best male and female graduates for recognition.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you the female and male graduates who attained the highest cumulative scores for the merit awards of the 19th graduation ceremony. Kesese Marietta Bula. The graduate attained the highest score among the females. She was undertaking Bachelor of Science in Biotechnology. Nyakundi M. Geoffrey. The graduate attained the highest score among the males. He was undertaking Bachelor of Science in Animal Health and Production. With your permission, sir, I now request the awardees to walk to the dais to receive their recognition awards.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me to invite the Acting Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic and Research Affairs, Dr. Peter Kirera, to call upon the deans of schools to present the candidates who have satisfied the Mount Kenya University Board of Examiners for the conferment of degrees, award of diplomas, and certificates.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me to invite the deans of schools to present the candidates who have satisfied Mount Kenya University Board of Examiners for conferment of degrees, award of diplomas and certificates in the following order: PhD, Dean School of Social Sciences, Dean School of Business, and Dean School of Education. Masters, Dean School of Clinical Medicine, Dean School of Nursing, Dean School of Public Health, Dean School of Computing and Informatics, Dean School of Social Sciences, Dean School of Business, and Dean School of Education. Postgraduate Diploma in Education, and finally certificates, diplomas, and bachelors from the Dean School of Law, Dean School of Pharmacy, Dean School of Clinical Medicine, Dean School of Nursing, Dean School of Public Health, Dean Medical School, Dean School of Engineering, Energy and the Built Environment, Dean School of Computing and Informatics, Dean School of Pure and Applied Sciences, Dean School of Social Sciences, Dean School of Hospitality, Travel and Tourism Management, Dean School of Business and Economics, and finally, Dean School of Education.
I have the honor of presenting to you Madam Lea Wairimu Maranga, who has satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Doctor of Philosophy in Counseling Psychology from the School of Social Sciences. The candidate's thesis is titled Premarital Counseling Interventions in Sustaining Marital Stability Among Couples in Lang'ata and Dagoretti constituency of Nairobi County, Kenya. Her supervisors were Dr. Owen Gumi and Dr. Susan Masharia. With your permission, sir, I call upon the candidate to stand and be escorted to the dais by her supervisors for crowning and conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Counseling Psychology of Mount Kenya University.
In accordance with the provisions of Mount Kenya University Charter 2011, Part 2, Section 6B, and you having fulfilled the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy in Counseling Psychology in the School of Social Sciences, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you Madam Wanjiko Rukaho Damaris, who has satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Doctor of Philosophy in Counseling Psychology from the School of Social Sciences. The candidate's thesis is titled An Investigation of Selected Psychosocial Influences on the Resilience of Families Living with Mental Illness in Nyeri County, Kenya. Her supervisors were Dr. Wilfred Orari, Dr. Susan Masharia, and Dr. Elijah Kiremi. With your permission, sir, I call upon the candidate to stand and be escorted to the dais by her supervisors for crowning and conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Counseling Psychology of Mount Kenya University.
In accordance with the provisions of the Mount Kenya University Charter 2011, Part 2, Section 2, Section 6B, and you having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy in Counseling Psychology in the School of Science, in the School of Social Science, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read, do all that appertains to this degree. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you Mr. Omar Rashid Ari, who has satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Doctor of Philosophy in Sociology from the School of Social Sciences. The candidate's thesis is titled Implication of Cat Consumption and Trade on the Socio-Economic Well-Being of the Community in Kamukoji Sub-County, Nairobi County, Kenya. His supervisors were Professor Kennedy Mutundu, Professor Felix N. Kiori, and Professor Lucy W. Maina. With your permission, sir, I call upon the candidate to stand and be escorted to the dais by his supervisors for crowning and conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Sociology of Mount Kenya University.
In accordance with the provisions of Mount Kenya University Charter 2011, Part 2, Section 6B, and you having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy in Sociology in the School of Social Sciences, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you Mr. Martin Kimemia Kathiru, who has satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration and Management from the School of Business and Economics. The candidate's thesis is titled Relationship of Turnaround Strategies on Organizational Performance of Kenya Commercial Bank and Uchumi Supermarket. His supervisors were Dr. Hali Mwahama and Professor Musa Nyakora. With your permission, sir, I call upon the candidate to stand and be escorted to the dais by his supervisors for grounding and conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration and Management of Mount Kenya University.
In accordance with the provisions of the Mount Kenya University Charter 2011 Part 2 Section 6B, and you having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration and Management in the School of Business and Economics. And by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and do all that appertains to this degree. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you Mr. Richard Maina, who has satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Psychology from the School of Education. The candidate thesis is titled Circumcision Psychoeducational Interventions on Behavior Modification of Secondary School Boys in Nyandarua County, Kenya. His supervisors were Dr. Susan Macharia and Dr. Benson Joroge. With the permission, sir, I call upon the candidate to stand and be escorted to the dais by his supervisors for crowning and conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Psychology of Mount Kenya University.
In accordance with the provisions of the Mount Kenya University Charter 2011 Part 2 Section 6B, and you having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you in the Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Psychology in the School of Education, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you Mr. Derito Nene Moses, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Doctor of Philosophy in Education Management, Administration and Leadership from the School of Education. The candidate thesis is titled Analysis of Planning Strategies on Competitiveness of Private Universities in Nairobi County, Kenya. His supervisors were Dr. Mary Mogwe Chui and Dr. Paul Edabu. With your permission, sir, I call upon the candidate to stand and be escorted to the dais by his supervisors for crowning and conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Education Management, Administration and Leadership of Mount Kenya University.
In accordance with the provisions of the Mount Kenya University Charter 2011 Part 2 Section 6B, and you having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Management, Administration and Leadership in the School of Education, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you Madam Kamamia Lydia Nyabura, who has satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Doctor of Philosophy in Education Management, Administration and Leadership from the School of Education. The candidate thesis is titled Integral Leadership Practices on Provision of Holistic Training on Student Teachers in Selected Public Primary Teachers Training Colleges in Eastern Region, Kenya. Her supervisors were Dr. Ruth Vigori and Dr. Mary Mogwe Chui. With your permission, sir, I call upon the candidate to stand and be escorted to the dais by her supervisors for crowning and conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Education Management, Administration and Leadership of Mount Kenya University.
In accordance with the provisions of the Mount Kenya University Charter 2011 Part 2 Section 6B, and you are having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Management, Administration and Leadership in the School of Education. and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you Mr. Kaniaru Samuel Wakori, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Doctor of Philosophy in Education Management, Administration and Leadership from the School of Education. The candidate thesis is titled Analysis of the Relationship Between School Management Practices and the Implementation of Human Resource Development in Public Primary Schools in Nyeri County, Kenya. His supervisors were Dr. Lul Vigori and Dr. Peter Koech. With your permission, sir, I call upon the candidate to stand and be escorted to the dais by his supervisors for crowning and conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Management, Administration and Leadership of Mount Kenya University.
In accordance with the provisions of the Mount Kenya University Charter 2011 Part 2 Section 6B, and you having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Management, Administration and Leadership in the School of Education. And by my authority and that of the entire university, I give you power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you Madam Kamau Joyce Modoni, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Doctor of Philosophy in Early Childhood Studies from the School of Education. The candidate thesis is titled Implementation of National Early Childhood Development Policy Framework and the Quality of Service Delivery in Primary Schools in Murang'a County, Kenya. Her supervisors were Dr. Ongonga H. Ouko and Dr. Kemamo Githui. With your permission, sir, I call upon the candidate to stand and be escorted to the dais by her supervisors for crowning and conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Early Childhood Studies from the School of Education.
In accordance with the provisions of the Mount Kenya University Charter 2011 Part 2 Section 6B, and you having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy in Early Childhood Studies in the School of Education. and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you Mr. Gakinya Kigaba John, who has satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Mathematics Education from the School of Education. The candidate thesis is titled Effect of Teaching Through Problem-Solving Approach on Students' Mathematics Achievement in Secondary Schools of Murang'a County, Kenya. His supervisors were Dr. Miheso O'Connor Magritte and Dr. Benson Joroge. With your permission, sir, I call upon the candidate to stand and be escorted to the dais by his supervisors for crowning and conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Mathematics Education of Mount Kenya University.
In accordance with the provisions of the Mount Kenya University Charter 2011, Part 2, Section 6B, and you having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy in Mathematics Education in the School of Education, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree. Congratulations.
Take a photo. Chairman of University Council will take a photo with our PhD graduates. Social distance. We also request our Vice Chancellor to join in the photo, together with the Chairman University Council, for this is very memorable. And this is a wonderful achievement. We say a big congratulations to this team. The nice work, well done. Congratulations, tunasema hongera, hongera magwiji wetu.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you one candidate listed on page 17 of the graduation booklet, Mutegi Mweda Dennis, who has satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the degree of Master of Clinical Medicine from the School of Clinical Medicine.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 8 candidates listed on page 17 of the graduation booklet, starting with Kagwaine Helen Muthoni and ending with Kena Alice, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the degree of Master of Science in Nursing, Medical Surgical Nursing, Midwifery, and Critical Care, respectively, from the School of Nursing.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 21 candidates listed on page 17 of the graduation booklet, starting with Abdullahi Abdikadir Matan and ending with Kiwa Janet Faustin, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Master of Public Health from the School of Public Health.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you one candidate listed on page 17 of the graduation booklet by the name Mohammed Abdurrahman, who has satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the degree of Master of Science in Information Technology from the School of Computing and Informatics.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 43 candidates listed on page 18 of the graduation booklet, starting with Mungai Andrew Kanyoto and ending with Maina Dirango John, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Masters in Counseling Psychology, Masters of Arts in Development Studies, Masters of Arts in Kiswahili, Masters of Arts in English Language and Linguistics, Masters of Arts in Monitoring and Evaluation, Masters of Arts in Religious Studies, Masters of Arts in History, Master of Arts in Governance and Ethics, Master of Arts in Geography, Master of Arts in International Relations and Diplomacy, and Masters of Arts in Security Studies and Criminology, respectively, from the School of Social Sciences.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 59 candidates listed on page 18 to 20 of the graduation booklet, starting with Kitsao Brian Hamisi and ending with Wantege Alice, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the degree of Master of Public Administration, Master of Business Administration, and Master of Science in Procurement and Supplies Management, respectively, from the School of Business and Economics.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 32 candidates listed on pages 19 and 20 of the graduation booklet, starting with Cyprian Gakwerere Mufranzima and ending with Nyang'ao Rispa, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the degree of Master of Education from the School of Education. With your permission, sir, I call upon all the master's graduates to stand for the conferment of the respective degrees of Mount Kenya University.
In accordance with the provisions of Mount Kenya University Charter 2011, Part 2, Section 6B, and you having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you to the master's degree in the respective schools, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and to do all that appertains to these degrees. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 130 candidates listed on pages 22 and 23 of the graduation booklet, starting with Dongo Kennedy Moagi and ending with Sirima K. Samuel, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the award of a postgraduate diploma in education from the School of Education. With your permission, sir, I call upon the postgraduate diploma in education graduates to stand for the award of the postgraduate diploma in education of Mount Kenya University.
In accordance with the provisions of Mount Kenya University Charter 2011 Part 2, Section 3, and you having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you to the postgraduate diploma in education in the School of Education, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and to do all that appertains to the diploma. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 120 candidates listed on page 25 and 26 of the graduation booklet, starting with Abdullahi Deka and ending with Onyango Derricks Brian, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the Bachelor of Laws from the School of Law.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 33 candidates listed on page 26 of the graduation booklet, starting with Abdullahi Mukhtar Mohammed and ending with Johanna Nemuel Intabo, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the Bachelor of Pharmacy from the School of Pharmacy.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 70 candidates listed on page 26 and 27 of the graduation booklet, starting with Abdimalik Abdullahi and ending with Yanto Yvonne, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Bachelor of Science in Health Records and Information Management and Bachelor of Science in Clinical Medicine and Community Health, respectively from the School of Clinical Medicine.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 124 candidates listed on pages 27 to 28 of the graduation booklet, starting with Abdifero Abdullah and ending with Yanikurenje Clara, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the Bachelor of Science in Nursing from the School of Nursing.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 59 candidates listed on pages 28 and 29 of the graduation booklet, starting with Daudi Habiba Ali and ending with Kirui Hilary, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Bachelor of Science in Nutrition and Dietetics, Bachelor of Science in Food Science and Processing, Bachelor of Science Public Health, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Health, Bachelor of Science in Health Education and Promotion, Bachelor of Science in Health System Management, and Bachelor of Science in Community Health and Development, respectively, from the School of Public Health.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 115 candidates listed on pages 29 and 30 of the graduation booklet, starting with Faiza Abdullahi Yusuf and ending with Crispin Wanjiko Mutune, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery, Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Sciences, Bachelor of Science in Dental Technology, and Bachelor of Science in Oral Health, respectively, from the medical school.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 45 candidates listed on pages 30 and 31 of graduation booklet, starting with Mutesia L. Lako and ending with Owor Byron Otieno, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Bachelor of Science in Energy and Environmental Technology, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum Exploration and Production, Bachelor of Technology in Computer and Electronic Systems, and Bachelor of Science in Real Estate Management, respectively from the School of Engineering, Energy and the Built Environment. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 213 candidates listed on page 31 to 34 of the graduation booklet, starting with Jabet Askar and ending with Ochanda Abuga, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the Bachelor of Business Information Technology, Bachelor of Science in Information Science, Bachelor of Business and Information Communication Technology, and Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, respectively, from the School of Computing and Informatics.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 67 candidates listed on pages 34 and 35 of the graduation booklet, starting with Karani Kaburu Kelvin and ending with Mutuvi George Musyoki, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the Bachelor of Science in Actuarial Science, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science, Bachelor of Science in Animal Health and Production, Bachelor of Science in Agriculture and Rural Development, Bachelor of Science in Biotechnology, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Chemistry, and Bachelor of Science in Statistics, respectively, from the School of Pure and Applied Sciences.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 693 cadets listed on page 35 to page 43 of the graduation booklet, starting with Abdara Sulaiman Abdo and ending with Chebech Roda, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the Bachelor of Arts in Justice and Security Studies, Bachelor of Arts in Security Studies and Criminology, Bachelor of Arts in Film and Animation Studies, Bachelor of Arts in Mass Media and Communication, Bachelor of Arts in International Relations, Bachelor of Arts in Public Administration and Governance, Bachelor of Arts in Peace Studies and Conflict Resolution, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology, Bachelor of Arts in Community Development, Bachelor of Counseling Psychology, Bachelor of Development Studies, and Bachelor of Social Work and Administration, respectively, from the School of Social Sciences.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 31 candidates listed on page 43 of the graduation booklet, starting with Chepkoech Faith and ending with Ombisi Imali Linda, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Management and Bachelor of Science in Travel and Tourism Management, respectively, from the School of Hospitality, Travel and Tourism Management.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 1,163 candidates listed on page 43 to 56 of the graduation booklet, starting with Abdallah Samza Samir and ending with Otieno Yvonne Awino, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the Bachelor of Business Management, Bachelor of Commerce, Bachelor of Economics, Bachelor of Economics and Finance, Bachelor of Economics and Statistics, Bachelor of Procurement, Bachelor of Science in Finance and Statistics, Bachelor of Arts in Public Administration, and Bachelor of Management and Office Administration, respectively, from the School of Business and Economics.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 1,946 candidates listed on pages 56 to 72 of the graduation booklet, starting with Ashari A. Ayobi and ending with Wanakacha Postin N, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the conferment of the Bachelor of Education Arts, Bachelor of Education Science, Bachelor of Education Early Childhood Studies, Bachelor of Education Primary Option, Bachelor of Education Special Needs Education, respectively, from the School of Education. With your permission, sir, I call upon all the bachelor's graduates to stand for the conferment of the respective degrees of Mount Kenya University.
In accordance with the provisions of Mount Kenya University Charter 2011 Part 2 Section 6B, and you having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you to the respective degrees of Mount Kenya University from your respective school. And by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and to do all that pertains to these degrees. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 1,192 candidates listed on pages 74 to 87 of the graduation booklet, starting with Acheng Elsie Sadra and ending with Majibo Rita Ayeta, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the award of Diploma in Law, Diploma in Pharmaceutical Technology, Diploma in Clinical Medicine and Surgery, Diploma in Health Records and Information Technology, Diploma in Community Health and HIV/AIDS management, diploma in food science and processing technology, diploma in clinical and community nutrition, diploma in environmental health science, diploma in nutrition and dietetics, diploma in dental technology, diploma in community oral health, diploma in medical laboratory sciences, diploma in electrical and electronic engineering, diploma in information technology, diploma in business information technology, diploma in animal health and production, diploma in journalism and mass communication, diploma in security studies and criminology, diploma in county administration and governance, diploma in community development and social work, diploma in counseling psychology, diploma in public relations and diplomacy, diploma in travel and tourism management, diploma in hospitality management, diploma in banking and finance, diploma in human resource management, diploma in business management, diploma in project management, diploma in supplies and procurement management, diploma in education arts, diploma in early childhood studies, diploma in education, special needs education from the respective schools. With your permission, sir, I call upon all the diploma graduates to stand for the award of the respective diplomas of Mount Kenya University.
In accordance with the provisions of the Mount Kenya University Charter 2011 Part 2 Section 6B, and you having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you to the respective diplomas of Mount Kenya University in your respective school. And by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and to do all that appertains to these diplomas. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor of presenting to you a total of 381 candidates listed on pages 89 to 93 of the graduation booklet, starting with Kadege Same and ending with Ruth Mokami, who have satisfied the University Board of Examiners for the award of Certificate in Health Records and Information Technology, Certificate in Community Health and HIV/AIDS Management, Certificate in Nutrition and Dietetics, Certificate in Medical Laboratory Sciences, Certificate in Business Information Technology, Certificate in Information Technology, Certificate in Animal Health and Production, Certificate in Journalism and Mass Communication, Certificate in Community Development and Social Work, Certificate in Security Studies and Criminology, Certificate in Public Relations and Diplomacy, Certificate in Travel and Tourism Operations, Certificate in Hospitality Management, Certificate in Food and Beverage Service, Certificate in Food Production, Certificate in Human Resource Development, Certificate in Business Management, Certificate in Banking and Finance, Certificate in Supplies and Procurement Management, Certificate in Early Childhood Studies from the respective schools. With your permission, sir, may I call upon all the certificate graduates to stand for the award of the respective certificates of Mount Kenya University.
In accordance with the provisions of the Mount Kenya University Charter 2011 Part 2 Section 6B, and you having fulfilled all the necessary academic requirements, I do hereby admit you to the respective certificates of Mount Kenya University in various schools. And by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and to do all that appertains to these certificates. Congratulations.
Tangilie waliohitimu siku ya leo kwa vifijo, tuwapigie makofi mazuri tafadhali. Asante sana, nashukuru zaidi. Nafahamishwa kuwa mwanaripota wetu aliye katika Parklands Law Campus kuna joto na shamra ambazo zimejaa huko, ni kusherekea zaidi. Tunaungana naye mwanahabari wetu Ali Hassan ambaye ako pale kutuletea ripoti ifuatayo. Bwana Ali Hassan, wanisikia?
Naam, asante sana mwenzangu Jason Ndegwa, ukiwa katika makao makuu ya chuo kikuu cha Mount Kenya hapo Thika. Mimi kwa sasa hivi nipo moja kwa moja hapa jijini Nairobi, chuoni Mount Kenya, kitivo cha sheria. Na basi leo ni siku ya furaha ambapo maafala wanafurahi kuhitimu, na nimepata tunuku ya kuwa na baadhi ya wao. Basi wacha tunene na wao watuambie hisia zao ni zipi kuhusiana na chuo hiki cha Mount Kenya. Basi karibu sana dadangu. Tueleze jina lako nani na maoni yako ni yapi kuhusiana na hichi chuo?
Thank you so much. My name is Achieng Elsie Sandra, and today I'm graduating with Diploma in Law from Mount Kenya University, Parklands Law Campus. And I'm so excited to be graduating today because I had an opportunity to pay my school fees in installments. The school fees is affordable in that you can pay your school fees in installments. And also talk of the library. The library is well equipped, and we are all allowed to get into the library and access all reading materials.
Na mtupate hoja tofauti kutoka ndugu yetu hapa. Tueleze jina lako nani na hisia zako ni zipi kuhusiana na hii shughuli nzima?
Thank you so much. I am Joseph Kiseme. I'm today graduating as a law student, bachelor's in laws. I'm actually happened to have been admitted back in the year 2017, and I've had the best experience in Mount Kenya Law Campus. I was the Christian Union chairperson. In Mount Kenya University Law Campus, we have the university incorporates various interreligious groups. We have the YCS, we have the SDS, we have the Christian Union and the Muslims. And the school is actually supporting us to nurture our faith.
Naam, asante sana ndugu yangu, na kama ulivyosikia wakufunzi wetu wamehitimu kabisa. Kwa hivyo hakuna haja ya kuwa na hofu. Naam, tupe hisia zako na dada yetu, maoni yako ni yapi kuhusiana na shughuli hii nzima? Karibu.
Kwa majina naitwa Ganira Maclean. I'm a student at Mount Kenya University, just graduated today with my degree in law. And at Mount Kenya University is the only university that gave me an opportunity to study and also engage in other co-curricular activities. It is only in Mount Kenya University where the students can get themselves to engage and get life skills outside the academics. So I want to say that Mount Kenya University, it's well equipped, whether it's academics or whether it's extracurricular activities.
Naam, asanteni sana kwa kuungana nasi, na kama ulivyosikia hapa chuoni, hiki ndicho chuo ambacho unafaa ujichagulie mpenzi mtazamaji. Usipokuja Mount Kenya utaenda wapi tena? Basi jina langu ni mimi Michael kutoka hapa jijini Nairobi, kwako studio Jesse Ndegwa.
Michael, tumepokea, or we have received also congratulation message from our partners in UK. And a group of graduates from Dubai, led by Pastor Kimel, congratulations, and all other graduates in Dubai and Qatar. Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me to invite all those who are on the ground for a delicious lunch prepared by Spoon Zoom. Karibuni sana kwa chakula cha mchana. It's now my honor to invite the registrar to come and make some important announcement.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I would like to make a few announcements to the graduates. The first one is to do with the certificates. The certificates are ready. You'll be able to pick them from the Thika main campus on Monday, the 9th. Those who are from the campuses, you'll be able to pick it from your respective campus on Thursday, which is the 12th of August. That is next week. So once you go through clearance, you'll be able to pick your certificate. And with your certificate, you'll also get the transcripts and also a booklet. Those who are joining us online, you'll be given a booklet. That booklet is very important. It's one of your academic records. Make sure that you don't throw it away. When you are called to an interview, make sure that you carry it, especially this is for the teachers. Don't throw away your booklet. Carry it when you go to interviews, and it will be of much use to you. If you look at the booklet, those who are going to get it after they pick their certificates, if you go to page 101, you'll see the kind of certificate that you are going to look. It's a prototype of what you'll get. That certificate is not very heavy paper. It is 90 grammage. And the reason why it is not so heavy is because we have encrypted a lot of security features. That document has more than 11 security features. If you go to the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see what we call the QR code. That is page 101. That code contains all your information. Nobody can forge this document. It's a very sophisticated document, and you'll pick it when you clear. Those from the campuses, if you don't pick your certificate by the 6th of September, then they'll be returned to Thika. So make sure that you pick your certificate, because if you don't pick it from the campus, then you'll have to come to Thika to pick it. The gowns, we give you 2 weeks to enjoy the gown, and then you return them on the 20th of August. So make sure that you go through clearance, and then you'll be able to pick all your documents from next week. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is my privilege and honor to call upon the Vice Chancellor, Professor Deogracius Jagani, to dissolve the 19th graduation ceremony of Mount Kenya University.
In accordance with the provision of Mount Kenya University Charter of 2011, Section 6, subsection B and C, and as per the powers bestowed upon me by the University Senate, I do hereby declare the congregation of the 19th graduation ceremony of Mount Kenya University dissolved.
I now request the members of the congregation to stand for the national anthem. Reverse order, starting with the Mace Bearer, the Vice Chancellor, the co-founder, members, Board of Directors, Chairman, University Council, members of the University Council, Deputy Vice Chancellors, Registrar, Principals, Deans of Schools, University Librarian Directors, and the 2 student representatives. kuwa na mwisho, na ndio maana tumefikia mwisho wa sherehe yetu na dhifa yetu ya siku ya leo. Tunasema ni asante waliohitimu siku ya leo, tunasema ni asante, Mungu wabariki. Hadi siku ijayo tunasema asante sana. Washindi wa keki watafahamishwa kupitia social media platform zetu, na tunasema ni asante. Mungu awabariki, Mungu aibariki Mount Kenya University. Hadi siku nyingine tunasema asante sana.
Sijui kama tumepata mshindi wa keki.
Tutakuwa tukitangaza mshindi wa keki kupitia njia zetu za runinga. Tutakuwa tukipata mshindi wetu. Tutakuwa tukipata mshindi wetu wa siku ya leo baadaye kupitia runinga yetu ya TV47 na pia vituo vyetu vya kijamii ama through our social media platforms.
Yes.
Na yeye mwenyewe atajishindia keki murwa kabisa kutoka chuo kikuu cha Mount Kenya University.
Utakuwa unapokea simu kutoka chuo kikuu. You'll be receiving a call, the winner of our cake. You'll be receiving a call from the university number. Asanteni sana. Thank you all for those who have been with us, and kwaherini, tuonane in the 20th graduation ceremony coming soon.
Haya DJ, sasa tuangushie vibao murwa kabisa tukiendelea kusherehekea na kuhakikisha kuwa tuko shwari kabisa.
Hatari wenye mapenzi zenye serikali letu nalo linajua kali penzi letu